Welcome to my shop. This week's project, we're gonna make a bowl. It's gonna be made out of a log I have. It's some maple. It's got some spalting in it and some nice figure. And we're gonna just process it. We're gonna throw it on the lathe. We're gonna just spin her out, get her around, all etc. And then we're gonna rough it out. And I'm gonna drill some holes in it this week. And we're gonna put plugs in of different colors, woods and everything. I think we'll call it the polka dot bowl. And we'll just hollow her out and see what it turns out to be. We have a bunch of different types of woods to put in it. I have some purple heart, some wenge, some mahogany, and just some local stuff as well. Some domestics that I can just add some color and some distinction to the bowl and just maybe make it a little interesting. So without further ado, we're gonna get going. All right, this here is my log. It's just a piece of maple. Got maybe a little bit of spalting going on it somewhere. I think that right there, got some spalting. The tree I got this out of has had some really nice figuring in it. Most of the bowls I've created from it, so hopefully we'll get some figuring to go along with all the different color woods in here, and it will turn out to be a pretty interesting piece. All right, from time to time I do things that are not necessarily wise, advised, safe. So for that reason, full disclaimer, this is just for entertainment purposes. Do not try this at home. I have no idea how this is gonna work. I've never done this. This could be dangerous. Let's hope it works. All right, so just like before, it's got the same thing. Here I've done is I've cut a bunch of pieces got 4 different colors. We're just gonna mix and match them, kind of boggle them up here, and I'm gonna glue them in. All right, well, here we are. All the pieces are on. They're all drying. Come back in a little bit and start plotting out the rest of the project. All the plugs and circles that we'll have to cut in here. I'll just use my Forstner bits to drill holes. All right, what we got here is I got a plug cutter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some plugs. And I have multiple sizes. I have some 1/2 inch. This is a 1/4 inch. And then I'm gonna make some different sizes. You know, I'll make some like inch and 1/8, maybe a 2.5 or something. And as I say, we're gonna drill some holes in the bowl, and then we're gonna insert the plugs in all the different size circles. An 1/8 bit, and then I'm going to make some 1/8 plugs to go with the 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch plugs I made. I'm just going to randomly drill them, space them out, throw them in here randomly. We're going to put the circles in. All right, so I've got here is just a multitude of different size plugs, etc. What I'm gonna do now is I took my bit and I marked it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these out roughly on the bandsaw. And since the bit was so nice to put that, I'll just put it on the lathe and I'll turn them square and make sure I can fit them into the holes that I drilled on the bowl, and we'll get them all glued in. After that, pop these bad fellas in and get them in as well. All right, got our plugs now. Made like 8 of them. There's 8 holes. So what I'm gonna do now is just sort of pop them in here and there, put a little glue in there, tap them in with the mallet, and I'll let them set up for like an hour, and then I'll start popping smaller holes, and I will put in our different plugs here. right, I went through all the grits. Went through 80, 120, 220, 320, 400. I wiped it down with some denatured alcohol. I'm just waiting for this to dry a little bit, and then I'm just gonna hit it with a scuffy pad to knock down any of the hairs that have stood up, and then I'm gonna get into my regiment, Mylan's cellulose sanding sealer, and then we're gonna use a little bit of the Mylan's high build friction polish afterwards. All right, here we are. Got the finished bowl. It's not perfect by far, but it's interesting. I don't particularly care for this spot right here. The spalting got a little heavy, but For the most part, it turned out all right. I'll probably use this technique in a future project or so. But, well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe got an idea or two from it. So, till next time, be good. And if you can't be good, be good at it. Take care.